All right. Got some work today that is in fact work, but is not in fact job related. It's household. Dealing with the roommates. The lady of the house short on pants. So you take the pair that fits her best. Copy the pattern. So what I'm going to do is lay out the paper, lay this out. As you can see, I've had to repair it before. I'll lay this out, make sure the pieces are flat when I trace them, and trace along the seams, on the outside of the seams, on every piece. And then I'm going to have to add the 1/2 inch seam allowance to the pattern. And then I'm going to have to start making her a couple of new pairs of pants, because like I said, she's short on them. I think she's got like 2 or 3 pairs and that's it. So I'll trace this out and I'll give these back to her. Once I got them traced out, I'll show you. And I'll show you how to add the seam allowance and do the cutting. So, traced out the first panel. What you got to do is take a pen and solidify the lines that you're keeping. As you can see, I had to do multiple versions before I got it right. Well, we know which one to cut out. And on top of that, we got to add that 1/2 inch of seam allowance all around this piece. No, that's the wrong one. This is the one. Keeping this one, that's scrap. Keeping this one. All the other lines are scraps. And that's the most difficult one, is the back. The back panel. The butt. So that, we got 1/2 inch to it. That should be good. So there's one down, all the other pieces to go. Some of them are going to be easy, because I got that. And then I just measure the height at both ends of the width, and then we'll get that piece. Waistband is going to be easy. Just measure it and cut it. But the 4 main panels, the pockets, that's going to be the difficult part. So one down, roll out more paper and do the next one. Okay, got everything I need copied out. The pocket forms and the waistband and the belt loops I can do on my own. Measurements for the yoke I needed. Measurements for the silhouette for the front and back plates I needed. So now, I've got to cut them all out. There we go. Wait. The actor was cutting yet. Rubber piece with the seam allowance and everything that's to it. Tissue patterns, regardless of what you think, are supposed to be single use. Different ones, they get pinned up, twisted, and shit, throw them. Or you throw them in the recycle. Cutting right on the line with this. Leaving that little piece there. pocket forms from. Modify pocket forms, my own patterns. Corner. Basically getting everything up there. Go. Change. No, that was great. Can't be very interesting, but I'll do it anyway. See. Boring, monotonous stuff I have to go through. Okay. Now that I got those roughed out, I'll lay them out on that. Thicker stock. And I'll trace out the pattern proper and cut it out with all the seam allowance and everything included in it. Once that's done, then I'll cut it out and put it in that bucket full of patterns over there. I'll show you when I got them traced down when I'm cutting them out. The big question, how do you add a 1/2 inch? Well, this is a 1/2 inch wide. So lay it down along the line, like that, by the line. That's where you draw. That's it. Now we got a line. For the most part, it's very close to the edge of the paper, so that's fine. If it's outside the edge of the paper, we'll just cut off a little extra or fold it up a little and just trace it. Once they're all traced out, then I'll show you what it looks like. Alright, so, got it all drawn out. All lines marked in nice and dark. So those will be cut out, put in an envelope. This mark for the curve on the pocket top, I'm just going to keep in tissue, because I'm just going to use it to modify against my current pockets. My current pockets on the other pattern I use. So that's all that's left, is to cut it out and put it in an envelope until I get a chance to make them. One thing I will point out, scissors. These scissors are specifically and only for doing papers and cardboards, because they get dull fast, they're cheap, and I don't need to worry about wrecking the blades. These ones are fucking expensive, so I do not use them for anything other than fabric. They need to be cleaned, and they get sharpened regularly. If I'm doing anything else, I use these ones, or for specific purposes, pinking shears, sheet metal cutters, you know, whatever purpose you have your scissors for, only use them for that purpose. Can't use these on fabric. They get dull fast, the blades are damaged, they'll tear the fabric, they'll make a mess. Can't use those ones on paper, they'll wreck the blades. And then those will only be useful for paper. So, that's what you do. I'll cut this out, put it in an envelope, and yeah, I guess I'll talk to you next time.